So then guys, the iPad Pro with the M5 chip is around the corner with its release, and I want to reveal all the leaks that we know just before it comes out. So let's get started right away. First of all, let's talk about that video that came out around about a week ago showing us the unboxing of the iPad Pro, because we learnt a lot here. So that's right, there was a Russian YouTuber who showed us a lot of information, and in fact I did do a video about this sort of video, what was shown, but the main kind of key takeaways from it is that the new iPad Pro in design obviously looks almost identical to the likes of the iPad Pro with the M4. One of the only differences was the potential that there could be missing the iPad Pro kind of print on the back of the actual phone in its design. That was something that looked like it was missing here, but this could also just be, say, a prototype of the iPad Pro with the M5 here. We're not too sure, and it even mentioned this here, so we'll have to wait and see if we do get that print on the back of the iPad Pro. And plus, we don't know how he even got hold of this iPad Pro. It could have had one more stage to actually put that print on the back of it, engraving. We just don't know. So yeah, that's just one thing just to mention there. But the main big changes that we did actually see was all to do with the actual chipset. We saw it had the M5 chip. Now granted, this was, as I would say, the bin down version, but at least we know what we're going to get with the bin down version. We are going to get a 9-core setup with the M5 with the CPU. So what this essentially means is we will get the likes of, say, 6 efficiency cores and 3 performance cores. This is exactly the same what we got with the M4 for the bin down version in the iPad Pro. Now what was shown also in this example model was it was actually the 256 gigabyte model. So again, it shows that Apple haven't upped the baseline storage this time around. It's still 256 gigabytes. So it looks like that bin down version will probably be available in the 256 and also the 512 gigabyte option. And then obviously the terabyte options will probably have the more full fat version of the actual M5 chip. What I would say most likely will still be a 10-core CPU. Now, something else that was quite interesting to see with this, especially it was the bin down version, that instead of having 8 gigabytes of RAM like we had with the M4 iPad Pro, it's now 12 gigabytes of RAM, and this is really good news. And this makes a lot of sense, especially this is an M chip, and then obviously we've got the likes of the A19 Pro, and that has 12 gigabytes with it. So yeah, it was kind of a given it had to go up. I personally would have liked it being to 16 gigabytes with an M chip, just like the MacBook Pros, but Apple have decided to opt down to halfway in between, and I can live with that for at least another generation or two. But yeah, it will have to go up probably, you know, by the time we get to, say, the M7 chip, I'd say at the latest there. But that's a story for another day. But the main thing is, though, is that it does come with 12 gigabytes of storage. Now, something else that was also shown with this was the GPU benchmarks with this iPad. Now, the GPU benchmarks with it did show a good increase here. And in fact, it showed around about a 36% performance gain over the likes of the M4 iPad Pro. And that was, again, the bin down version of that. So that is really, really great to see. That is almost a 40% increase. Now, just in case you want to know, because I didn't mention it, for CPU wise though, it looked like for multi-core performance, it was around about 12% more faster than what we had with, say, the M4. So just 12%, it's something. It's not the best out there, but definitely it looks like it's more aiming towards that GPU kind of area. And especially, do you remember that we've probably got those kind of neural kind of cores now that are actually helping out with the GPU. This is also shown with the A19 Pro, you know, when that was announced with the iPhone. So this is probably helping out there. But really, guys, for the M5, this is where the big sort of main change is going to be happening with the iPad Pro this time round. Now, 2 other leaks that we've heard about in the past that was going to come to the new iPad Pro potentially was all to do with a larger display and also another camera being added. So let's talk about the display one first of all. We actually had a leak in telling us that the bezels could be made even smaller this time around. So we could have, say, a 13.5-inch iPad Pro and an 11.5-inch iPad Pro. But looking again at this video that we had before of this leak, it looks like identical here, the exact same screen. So it looks like that leak is completely, you know, quashed here. It's not going to be happening. However, the other leak of another camera could possibly still be alive. This was the leak that we were told that we could actually get 2 cameras on the front, one for portrait, one for landscape. Because at the end of the day, if you use your phone in either way, portrait or landscape, your camera could be the wrong way round, as it were. And it looks like Apple could have potentially fixed this by adding 2 cameras this time for Face ID and also doing, say, videos and things like this. It would actually help out. Now, it doesn't look like it in that video again that it does have that camera. It's hard to tell if it actually is there. But we have heard from Mark Gurman, who's actually said right here that he still believes it is coming. Though Apple could scrap it at the last minute, but if they did, this is quite a big change to scrap this. So he still believes that it is coming. So this is going to be an interesting one. And I'm personally, again, I'm going to say I am 50-50, because obviously we have seen that other iPad Pro in that video, but there again, it was like missing, like I said, the engraving of the iPad Pro on the back. So who knows here? This could have been a prototype one, what this guy got his hands on. We just don't know at this stage. So that one, I'm going to leave on the fence as 50-50, because I'm not quite sure. So then guys, just quickly, I want to tell you about the new channel giveaway we are doing, and it is for this right here. It's for a iPhone 17 Pro Max in Cosmic Orange. It's also got 256 gigabytes of storage, and it's also got a physical SIM card as well, because I know some countries out there, you know, don't take eSIMs just yet. By the way, that does mean it is an international giveaway that I am doing, so anyone can enter in. Now, the actual giveaway, what we're going to do here, is going to be happening in the middle of January 2026, and you can enter in right now. There's only 2 things you have to do. The first thing is what you can do right now is just put down into the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get before the end of 2025 or even into early 2026. Put it down into the comments below right now. Now, the other thing what you need to do is make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell, because near mid-January time, I'll be making a video giving you even more details about the giveaway for this iPhone, and you won't want to miss out on that video. So like I said, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, because more information about this will be coming out around that time. Now, the other thing I just want to quickly say to you guys, that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me, sending to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram, direct message. Please do ignore these people. Better see right here. Please do report them. So moving on from this then, what about the release date and the price? Well, let's start with the release date. I'm going to say this, it is imminent. It is going to happen anytime now. We are going to see an announcement for the iPad Pro. We've actually even seen that the stock is going down of the iPad Pro right now, and even Mark Gurman has confirmed this. And there's even the possibility that you're watching this video, because obviously I've made it a few days before, and obviously Apple have even announced that the new iPad Pro is. And if it has, don't scrutinize me in the comments. Just remember what I've just said here, you know, that it could have been made before the announcement. So yeah, but the point is, it's imminent. It's about to come out any time now. And possibly we're going to see a little mini Apple event with that one, because we are going to get the introduction of the M5 chip. And that M5 chip might be also coming out in a MacBook Pro and also inside the Vision Pro 2. So yeah, this is going to be quite interesting to see what actually Apple do here. But it's going to be coming out in October from the looks of it, especially we also had that leaked video. It's definitely imminent. It's on its way. And especially that also stock is going down in shops of the current M4 iPad Pro 2. But then after this, what about the price? Well, do remember that the current M4 iPad Pro, the 11-inch one, that starts at $999 US, and then the 13-inch is $300 more, $1,299 US. Obviously, that's just the Wi-Fi version of that. Well, it looks like those prices are probably going to stay exactly the same for the next generation. We've got no new design, nothing really big changing. So this is probably going to stay exactly the same. Just like what happened with the iPhones here, and also the AirPods, and also the Apple Watches. They kind of secured it in our minds that prices are probably not going to change, because at the day, those prices would have changed, and it would have kind of reflected over to other Apple devices before the end of 2025 coming out with updates. So that is what I'm going to say there. Expect the baseline price for the 11-inch still to be $999 US, and then obviously the baseline of the 13-inch $1,299 US for that one. But really guys, that is the latest and greatest we have on the iPad Pro. Are you excited for its launch? It's just about to come out. Are you going to get one? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well guys, it's time to wrap up the video too. So if you've enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. As always, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.